Imagine paying double or triple what you normally spend in a month. It may seem like there's no good reason, but ABC6 investigator Brooks Jarosz is on your side now with what could cause that kind of sudden spike. Brooks?
Well, Bob, when some people see an outrageous bill, they call us. Their first suspicion is the electric company got it wrong or is playing games. The second suspicion is there's a problem with the electric meter or smart meter outside. But many times it's what you don't think about that can cause your bill to jump.
Like any home, that electric meter is always running. Just take it from homeowner Fred Hartel.
I'm a data nut.
He's been crunching the utility numbers for years.
I mean, look at this. This is twice the average monthly usage, which I can track back for 8 years. What has changed?
The sudden spike had him scratching his head. Fred and his wife are budget conscious. They don't have air conditioning. They turn out lights to save energy and even air dry their laundry. Fred thought for sure the electric company made a mistake.
And I called him up and I said, this can't be right.
So we called David Deal with DA Electrical. He took us inside another home to show us where power can be wasted. That morning cup of coffee can cost you. David shows us using a watt meter to measure the power it's pulling.
We shot up to about, there's 1,300 watts right there as it's heating.
While newer coffee machines are more energy efficient, older coffee pots pull more power more often, and that can cost as much as $5 a month. Gaming systems, cable boxes, and TV sets take a lot of juice just with everything turned off. Fire it all up and expect your bill to go up, especially if anything is left on.
We're at 120, 140, 50, 190, almost 200 watts of power being used, and we haven't even started playing the games yet.
Then there are those chargers for cell phones and tablets. Most of us leave them plugged in all the time, but expect that to add an extra buck onto your bill.
It's kind of amazing to me because I would have never thought about that either. And I do that all the time. I leave my chargers plugged in when I'm not using them.
But the big power sucker is what you do to heat and cool your home. Some simple calculations figure an air conditioner running about 5 hours a day is expensive.
So we're talking $2.11 a day times 30. That's $63 right there.
That's 10 times the cost of running a fan instead. Downstairs, David says this dehumidifier is adding up to $16 a month. And the wetter it is outside, the harder it works to keep things dry inside.
So if you can imagine if you've got 2 or even 3 in a basement, you know, you're spending 45 to 50 bucks a month just on keeping your basement dry.
Back at Fred Hartel's basement, that's exactly what he has.
There's the culprit, huh?
2 dehumidifiers working overtime. While we can't be 100% certain, the big increase could be coming from down here.
It might be the dehumidifier.
An outside factor that out of nowhere caught Fred by surprise.
Now, an interesting thing, Bob, is industry experts say you could save $55 to more than $100 a year just by making a few changes.
Well, you got me thinking about the dehumidifier.
Right.
Mine's on a fair bit, and that's something I'm going to look at. And, you know, something like a hot water heater.
Yeah, you want to turn it down a little bit. That'll save you a lot of money, they say. And the other thing is,
if it's electric, yeah.
If it's electric. Yep. Old appliances. If you have some old appliances, they start going on the fritz or something, you're going to see your electric bill spike. So you want to think about maybe getting some energy efficient appliances.
All right, got a lot of lights here.
A lot of lights. So here's an old-fashioned bulb. We can call it old-fashioned now. It's incandescent. So if you turn this on, it's a 60-watt bulb, pulls 60 watts.
Okay.
In contrast, here's a 40-watt bulb, it pulls 40 watts.
Sure.
Okay?
You got a little gadget here that'll show.
Yeah, this is our watt meter. You can get at any hardware store if you want to check what things are pulling.
Yep.
Then over here you have one of the what we call compact fluorescent bulbs. You may see these. I'm not a huge fan of them because I don't like the color.
I don't think
Sometimes
anybody is.
Yeah.
But
22 or so, you know, watts.
how does it compare for brightness there? Yeah, not
Yeah.
really as bright, certainly. Well, about this, it's a different color of light, but yeah.
Now, something I did today, I've never done this before, but I went out and bought an LED bulb.
Oh, okay.
Now, these are new. They're more expensive, but they always advertise that they're going to save you money. So when you turn this on, would you believe, I mean, look at this. This only pulls 8.5 watts.
Interesting, and that's just as bright, if not brighter. Yeah.
So to give you a little bit of idea, I did some calculation. I'm pulling out my dollars here.
Yeah.
$2 a month for this guy here.
Okay.
Over here, if you had an LED one, 25 cents only a quarter you're going to per month. So over the long haul, if you have all these lamps in your house, you leave them on. Now I figured that on about 8 hours a day. So some people leave a light on at night or in their living room or something. That's what you're talking about.
Interesting. All right, Brooks, thanks.
You're
Timer's
welcome.
always a good idea. Much
Absolutely.
appreciated. I think we're all saving some money here.